boys? What's up? It is Jim. I'm in here, back here with another one. And today I'm gonna be giving y'all my top 10 pound for pound. The pound for pound list comes out tomorrow, so I was like, why not give my pound for pound list for the UFC? All right. So if y'all don't know, the pound for pound list comes out every Tuesday, and Jon Jones is sitting at number 10. So I know some of y'all are wondering where I'm gonna set Jon Jones at, and my list is very controversial. Okay, very controversial. So if y'all haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, share. If you're new, join the family, join the gang, and let's get right into it. All right, coming at number 10, I got Dustin Poirier. He just beat Michael Chandler. He lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov a few years ago, but he's beaten Conor twice. He's beaten Dan Hooker, Conor twice, Michael Chandler. So I mean, it don't get any better than that. You know what I mean? He lost to Charles Oliveira for the belt, but I mean, hey, he's going up against tough opposition. I'm putting him at number 10. You can low-key put Robert Whittaker up here. They're really interchangeable, so I really wouldn't have an issue if you do have Robert Whittaker right there, but I ain't got not Charles. I got Dustin at number 10. At number 9, I got Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira, he only has like 5 fights in the UFC. He beat Izzy, but outside of Izzy, his resume is trash. He beat Sean Strickland, Bruno Silva, and then I don't even know who the dude was that he flying eat. Like I was like, his resume is just really weak. He is a champion, so I have to put him here. And he beat, I think at the time, Izzy was like number 3 or number 4, something around there. So you got to put him in the top 10. At number 8, I got Charles Oliveira, again, another contender in the lightweight division that I truly do believe that could be champion at any time. He was and used to be champion. His resume is very, very good. Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier, he just lost to Islam, so you know, you gotta get knocked back a lot of spots. He just lost to Islam, but Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, he's beat like damn near everybody in the top 5 outside of Islam. I think the only person he hasn't beat is Beneil and Islam. So you gotta put him at number 8. At number 7, I got Leon Edwards. Now, no disrespect to Leon Edwards, I just think he could be higher. It's just the other 6 people ahead of him have better resumes. You know, he knocked out the number 1 pound for pound fighter, so I have to put him at number 7. He is a champion, but his resume is iffy. It's iffy. If you really look at it, the controversial fight versus Belal Muhammad, Nate Diaz, knocked out Usman. It's Gunnar Nelson, RDA. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, he did beat, he knocked out the number 1 pound for pound, so I put it at number 7. But again, like I said, I just don't feel like he's like better than the next 6 guys I'm about the list. That's literally the only reason why he's not in the top 5 and top 6. And number 6, it should be obvious. Aljamain Sterling's at number 6. Beat Pereira twice. Everybody thought Pereira was unbeatable. Beat Pereira and arguably beat the bantamweight GOAT. Not my GOAT, I think it's Dominic Cruz, but arguably beat the bantamweight GOAT and TJ Dillashaw, dubbed by many. Beat him with ease. Whether or not TJ had an arm injury, hey, he stepped in the octagon. He wanted the fight. He knew he had a shoulder injury. Still decided to fight. That's not Aljamain Sterling's fight. He should not be slighted for that. That is not something he should catch the blame for. I think he's a great champion. I think he's real good. He has 2 defenses under his belt. So, hey, I like it. He got 2 defense. Is it 3? No, it's 2. Yeah, it's 2. He has 2 defenses. Is it 3? No, it's 2. Is it 3? I don't fucking know. He has 2 defenses under his belt. So I think it dubs him the right to be ahead of Leon Edwards, who just won a belt, who has no defenses, pretty much. Same with Alex Pereira. At number 5, I got Israel Adesanya. Now, he did just lose, but his resume speaks for itself. I mean, Robert Whittaker twice, motherfucking Kelvin Gastelum, Yoel Romero, Derek Brunson. Like, I can name Paulo Costa. You know what I mean? Like, his Jared Cannonier. His resume is very good. He just lost to Alex Pereira in a fight that he was winning. He was on very well on his way to winning that fight. So I have to keep him at number 5 just for that. You know, off of that alone, strong resume. He was a great champion, a lot of defenses. More than likely to win his belt back. Gotta keep him in the top 5. I can't really slight him for that. He did take a couple of knocks down on my pound for pound list. I think before I had him like at 3. Gotta take a couple knocks down, but I respect him enough to keep him in the top 5. And moving on to number 4, Number 4, y'all gonna be shocked at this. I got Islam Makhachev. Now, Islam Makhachev, right? I had him at number 3. Islam Makhachev was never in my top 2 to begin with. The newsflash. I'm gonna say the 2 dudes that I have at 1 and 2 was already at 1 and 2 before Islam fought anyway. But I just feel like Islam Makhachev, he hasn't done anything for me to be like he's number 1 pound for pound. He's number 2 or even 3 number pound for pound. You know what I mean? He just doesn't defended his belt against featherweight and Alexander Volkanovski in a fight that he really should have dominated, and it was close. It was very close. So it's like, and then outside of the Charles Oliveira and Alexander Volkanovski fight, his fight before that was Bobby Green and Dan Hooker. So it's like, I can't really, you know what I mean? I can't really do that. We got to go off strength of resume, the way you're winning, championship belts, all that reigns, all that stuff. And Islam just he doesn't have that championship resume yet. He don't have it yet. I think he'll get it, just not yet. And coming into the top 3, Jon Bones Jones. Now, I know a lot of people probably have him at 1 or 2, but they have that solely based off of his resume. Right now, like his resume just in a whole, I'm sorry, can't do that. You gotta go off of what now. He hasn't fought in three years. His last fight was Dom Reyes, which was in 2020, 2019. Can't really go off of that. All right, I'm sorry. Came back, beat Surugan, prime contender. I gotta put him at number 3 because of that. You know, he made it look easy against against the number 1 guy in that division. Not saying Islam didn't. No disrespect to Islam. Not saying Islam, didn't make it look easy versus Charles. What I'm saying is, given everything, Jon Jones, is Jon Bones Jones. I think the UFC had him at number 10. Given everything, the layoff and just him not training, everything he's been through, I gotta put him at number 3. And given he's about to fight the heavyweight GOAT next, he's not fighting, Jamal Hill, someone under him, no disrespect to Islam again. He's about to fight the heavyweight GOAT, and he beats him. I mean, you know what I mean? So, and you can't say, oh, well, Jay, that's not fair to put Jon over Islam, and Islam got a title defense and this and that. Islam was ranked number 2 pound for pound after winning the belt with no title defenses. So I don't want to hear that. He jumped Kamaru Usman with no title defenses. So I don't want to hear that, all right? I'm putting Islam at 4, Jon at 3, and speaking of Kamaru Usman, he has number 2. Kamaru Usman, to me, he only dropped 1 spot after the loss. I mean, he lost to Leon. But after that, Kobe twice, Gilbert Burns, Tyron Woodley, Jorge Masvidal twice. He defended the belt, 4 times? 5 times? Something like that? That's crazy. So for me to even put the fact that I can't put Islam ahead of that. His resume is way too strong for Islam to be ahead of him like that. No, and then he's about to win his belt back too. Arguably, if he wins his belt back, it's gonna be close for number 1 because the dudes are the top 3. You can put them you can change them up, and I wouldn't have a disagreement. But I don't know. You got to keep him at 2 because he does have his belt. And obviously, number 1 is Alexander Volkanovski. So, do I really have to talk about Alexander Volkanovski? Has 4 title defenses, and seemingly in every single title defense since he's beat Max Holloway in 2019, 2020. He's gotten way better each and every single time. He gets better and better and better, and he dominates more and more and more. If you go watch the second Max fight, the rematch, it was okay, it was close. Then you go watch him fight Ortega, him fight Korean Zombie, him fight Max again for the 3rd time. It's just what the fuck? He's beating the fuck out of these dudes, bro. And it's my goodness, bro. Pause on that. He's dismantling them, bro. Picking them apart on the inside and outside, leg kicking them, wrestling, all these things. And it just seems like no one has really figured out the puzzle. Everyone has their moments. Max had his moment when he head kicked them. Ortega had his moment when he dropped him, put him in a guillotine and then a triangle. But no one seemingly has figured out the puzzle to where they had Volk in absolute real trouble to the point he's about to get finished. It's no one's solved the puzzle yet, man. And that's seemingly why he's number one. I would argue with anyone that Alexander Volkanovski is not number one. I don't understand if that list comes out tomorrow and Jon Jones is number one over Alexander Volkanovski. As a Jon Jones fan, as a fighter, I'm a fan of Jon as a fighter. I gotta keep saying that before people get on me. I'm a fan of Jon as a fighter. If Jon is number one and Alexander Volkanovski is number two, I'm going to be pissed. He shouldn't. Volk is number one. Usman number two. Point blank. Period. Undebatable. Those are 1 and 2. Not no damn Islam. No Jon. No, those are 1 and 2, man. 1 and 2, and then if Usman wants his belt, he arguably can make a case until Jon beats Stipe. He can make a case that he's above Volkanovski again if he goes out and beats Leon convincingly, which I think he will do. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. But anyways, man, let me know down below in the comment section what y'all pound for pound ranking it is in the UFC right now, man. I think this was fun. I'm gonna do one for YouTubers, YouTube boxing. So y'all be on the lookout for that, man. Peace, love, and prosperity. Love y'all. Do something productive with your day. Beating your meat. It's not productive. I got some shit on my shirt, man. Don't I? It's crazy. Hold on. This y'all seen it? Anyways, man, see y'all boys next time, man. What the fuck is that? See y'all boys next time, man. It has been JMMA with another video. Yeah, see y'all boys next time. Love y'all boys, and I'm out, man. Peace.